Respected friends, welcome you all for our this study of Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, third Utpatthi Prakaranam Leelopakhyanam, Mother Saraswati and Leela are at GIRI GRAMA Brahmana Gruha. The whole situation explained there. Salutations, floral tributes offered by the Jeshta Putra, Jeshta Sharma. Mother Saraswati and Leela asked them the reason for their dukkha. Then they will explain. Then Leela and Saraswati mother, they bless them. That's how the most important story. Lot of symbolism means that we are not spending much time to exhaustively explain with the idea that you are subtle, sharp enough, intelligent enough to catch it. Rama Vasishta Prashnottara will be there. Rama will ask why she has not revealed herself as the mother. Then the knowledge is very important, revealed by Vasishthaji. We will see that today. Friends, from last 15 days, Saraswati Leela Samvada we are seeing in this Leela Upakhyan. And today is Mother Saraswati Puja Day, that is Vasantha Panchami, Adbhuta. So, what more greater coincidence than this? Yesterday in our Vedic chanting class, Namo Vachaya Chodita, we have learned those mantra. Today in our afternoon class, we have done our Medha Suktam, then two beautiful Saraswati stotrams. One stotram, another is Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. Like that, so many beautiful things are there. Prano Devi Saraswati also we chanted, even Sharada Stotra. Hundreds of them are there. The stotras addressed to Mother Saraswati to invoke her Kripa, which is so very essential for you and I who are seeking Brahma Vidya. Okay, today before we start our Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, Mangalacharana Shlokas and Adhyanam, etc., let us do two stotrams of Saraswati Mata. One is Agastya Krita and second one is our Yagnavalkya Krita. Stotrams out of plenty. So they are sent to you, you can see them. Yes, we do our Sankalpa, then chanting, then enter into study. Okay. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो सरस्वती मात्रे नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवांग्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेष निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं श्री सरस्वती मातु स्तोत्र पूर्वक अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः मंगलाचरण श्लोक पूर्वकं पूर्वं सरस्वती स्तोत्राणां पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। I am also chanting them first time. Hope we don't have any mistakes much. First Agastya Kruta Stotram. Feel Mother Saraswati in the heart. Do all the Shodashopachara Puja to her. Dhyayami, Avahayami, Asanam Samarpayami, Padyam Samarpayami, Arghyam Samarpayami, Achamanam Samarpayami, Snaniyam, Vastram, गंधम कुंकुमा भस्मरक्षा समस्त अलंकार आभरण पुष्पपूजा धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम समर्पयामि तांबूलम नीराजनम स्वर्ण मंत्र पुष्पम फलानि पुष्पांजलिम आत्म प्रदक्षिणा समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार अंतर्गत स्तोत्र पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री सरस्वती स्तोत्रम् अगस्त्य कृतम्। ओम या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदंड मंडितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिनिभैर् अक्षमालां दधाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं स्थितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्ख स्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। सुरासुरैः सेवितपादपङ्कजा करे विराजत कमनीय पुस्तका विरिंचि पत्नी कमलासन स्थिता सरस्वती नृत्यतु वाचि मे सदा सरस्वती सरसिज केसर प्रभा तपस्विनी सिद कमलासन प्रिया घनस्तनी कमल विलोल लोचना मनस्विनी भवतु वर प्रसादिनी सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं सर्वदेवी नमो नमः शान्तरूपे शशिधरे सर्वयोगे नमो नमः नित्यानन्दे निराधारे निष्कलायै नमो नमः विद्याधरे विशालाक्षि शुद्धज्ञाने नमो नमः शुद्धस्फटिकरूपायै सूक्ष्मरूपे नमो नमः शब्दब्रह्मि चतुर्हस्ते सर्वसिद्ध्यै नमो नमः मुक्तालङ्कृत सर्वाङ्ग्यै मूलाधारे नमो नमः मूलमन्त्रस्वरूपायै मूलशक्त्यै नमो नमः मनोन्मनिमहायोगे वागीश्वरि नमो नमः वाग्म्यै वरदहस्तायै वरदायै नमो नमः वेदायै वेदरूपायै वेदान्तायै नमो नमः गुणदोषविवर्जिन्यै गुणदीप्त्यै नमो नमः सर्वज्ञाने सदानन्दे सर्वरूपे नमो नमः सम्पन्नायै कुमार्यै च सर्वज्ञेते नमो नमः योगानार्य उमादेव्यै योगानन्दे नमो नमः दिव्यज्ञानत्रिनेत्रायै दिव्यमूर्त्यै नमो नमः अर्धचन्द्रजटाधारी चन्द्रबिम्बे नमो नमः चन्द्रादित्यजटाधारी चंद्रबिंबे नमो नमः अणुरूपे महारूपे विश्वरूपे नमो नमः अनिमाद्यष्टसिद्धायै आनन्दायै नमो नमः ज्ञानविज्ञानरूपायै ज्ञानमूर्ते नमो नमः नानाशास्त्रस्वरूपायै नानारूपे नमो नमः पद्मदा पद्मवंशा च पद्मरूपे नमो नमः परमेष्ठ्यै परामूर्त्यै नमस्ते पापनाशिनि महादेव्यै महाकाल्यै महालक्ष्म्यै नमो नमः ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवायै च ब्रह्मनार्यै नमो नमः कमलाकरपुष्पा च कामरूपे नमो नमः कपालिकर्मदीप्तायै कर्मदायै नमो नमः सायं प्रातः पठेन्नित्यं षण्मासात् सिद्धिरुच्यते चोरव्याघ्रभयन्नास्ति पठतां शृण्वतामपि इत्थं सरस्वती स्तोत्रम् अगस्त्यमुनिवाचकं सर्वसिद्धिकरं नॄणां सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् इति अगस्त्यमुनिप्रोक्त श्री सरस्वती स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। ओम अथ श्री याज्ञवल्क्य कृतं श्रीवाणीस्तवनम्। ओम नारायण उवाच वाग्देवतायाः स्तवनं श्रूयतां सर्वकामदं महामुनिर्याज्ञवल्क्यो येन तुष्टावतां पुरा गुरुशापाच्च स मुनिर्हतविद्यो बभूवः तदा जगाम दुःखार्तो रविस्थानं च पुण्यदं सम्प्राप्य तपसा सूर्यं कोणार्के दृष्टिगोचरे तुष्टाव सूर्यं शोकेन रुरोध च पुनः पुनः सूर्यस्तं पाठयामास वेदवेदाङ्गमीश्वरः उवाचस्तु हि वाग्देवीं भक्त्या च स्मृतिहेतवे तमित्युक्त्वा दीननाथो ह्यन्तर्धानं जगामसः मुनिः स्नात्वा चतुष्टाव भक्तिनम्रात्मकन्धरः याज्ञवल्क्य उवाच कृपां कुरु जगन्मातः मामेवं हततेजसं गुरुशापात् स्मृतिभ्रष्टं विद्याहीनं च दुःखितं ज्ञानं देहि स्मृतिं देहि विद्यां विद्याधिदेवते प्रतिष्ठां कवितां देहि शक्तिं शिष्यप्रबोधिकां ग्रन्थनिर्मितिशक्तिं च सच्छिष्यं सुप्रतिष्ठितं प्रतिमां सत्सभायां च विचारक्षमतां शुभां लुप्तां सर्वां दैववशात् नवं कुरु पुनः पुनः यथाङ्कुरं जनयति भगवान् योगमायया ब्रह्मस्वरूपा परमा ज्योतिरूपा सनातनी सर्वविद्याधिदेवी या तस्यैवाण्यै नमो नमः यया विना जगत् सर्वं शश्वज्जीवन्मृतं सदा ज्ञानादिदेवी या तस्यै सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः यया विना जगत् सर्वं मूकमुन्मत्तवत् सदा वागधिष्ठातृदेवी या तस्यैवाण्यै नमो नमः हिमचन्दनकुन्देन्दु कुमुदाम्भोजसन्निभा वर्णाधिदेवी या तस्यै चाक्षरायै नमो नमः विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणां यदधिष्ठानमेव च इत्थं त्वं गीयसे सद्भिर्भारत्यै ते नमो नमः यया विनात्र संख्याकृत संख्यां कर्तुं न शक्नुते कालसंख्यास्वरूपाय तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः व्याख्यास्वरूपाय देवी व्याख्याधिष्ठातृदेवता भ्रमसिद्धान्तरूपाय तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः स्मृतिशक्तिर्ज्ञानशक्तिर्बुद्धिशक्तिस्वरूपिणी प्रतिभाकल्पनाशक्तिर्या च तस्यै नमो नमः सनत्कुमारो ब्रह्माणं ज्ञानं पप्रच्छ यत्र वै बभूव जडवत्सोऽपि सिद्धान्तं कर्तुमक्षमः तदा जगाम भगवान् आत्मा श्रीकृष्ण ईश्वरः उवाच सत्तमं स्तोत्रं वाण्या इति विधिं तदा स चतुष्टावतां ब्रह्मा चाज्ञया परमात्मनः चकार तत्प्रसादेन तदा सिद्धान्तमुत्तमं यदाप्यनन्तं पप्रच्छ ज्ञानमेकं वसुन्धरा बभूव मूकवत्सोऽपि सिद्धान्तं कर्तुमक्षमः तदा त्वां च स सुतुष्टाव सन्त्रस्तः कश्यपाग्निया ततश्चकार सिद्धान्तं निर्मलं भ्रमभञ्जनं व्यासः पुराणसूत्रं च समपृच्छत वाल्मीकिं मौनीभूतः ससस्मार त्वामेव जगदम्बिकां तदा चकार सिद्धान्तं त्वद्वरेण मुनीश्वरः सप्राप निर्मलं ज्ञानं प्रमादध्वंसकारणं पुराणसूत्रं श्रुत्वा स व्यासः कृष्णकलोद्भवः त्वां शिशेवे च दध्यौ च शतवर्षं च पुष्करे तदा त्वत्तु वरं प्राप्य स कवीन्द्रो बभूवः तदा वेदविभागं च पुराणानि चकारः यदा महेन्द्रे पप्रच्छ तत्त्वज्ञानं शिवाशिवं क्षणं तामेव संचिन्त्य तस्यै ज्ञानं ददौ विभुः पप्रच्छ शब्दशास्त्रं च महेन्द्रश्च बृहस्पतिं दिव्यं वर्षसहस्रं च सत्त्वां दध्यौ च पुष्करे तदा त्वत्तो वरं प्राप्य दिव्यं वर्षसहस्रकम् उवाच शब्दशास्त्रं च तदर्थं च सुरेश्वरम् अध्यापिताश्च यैः शिष्याः यैरधीतं मुनीश्वरैः ते च त्वां परिसंचिन्त्य प्रवर्तन्ते सुरेश्वरि त्वं संस्तुता पूजिता च मुनीन्द्रमनुमानवैः दैत्येन्द्रैश्च सुरैश्चापि ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवादिभिः जडीभूतः सहस्रास्यः पञ्चवक्त्रश्चतुर्मुखः यां स्तोतुं किमहं स्तौमि तामेकास्येन मानवः इत्युक्त्वा याज्ञवल्क्यश्च भक्तिनम्रात्मकन्दरः प्रणनाम निराहारो रुरोद च मुहुर्मुहुः तदा ज्योतिस्वरूपा सा तेनादृष्टाप्युवाच तं सुखवेन्द्रो भवेत्युक्त्वा वैकुण्ठं च जगामः याज्ञवल्क्यकृतं वाणी स्तोत्रं यः संयतः पठेत् स कवीन्द्रो महावाग्मी बृहस्पतिसमो भवेत् महामूर्खश्च दुर्मेधा वर्षमेकं च यः पठेत् स पण्डितश्च मेधावी सुकविश्च भवेत् ध्रुवम् इति श्रीब्रह्मवैवर्ते महापुराणे प्रकृतिखण्डे नारदनारायणसंवादे याज्ञवल्क्य उक्त वाणीस्तवनं नाम पंचमोऽध्यायः। देखो what a great फलश्रुति. Yajnavalkya, Vaishampayana was a guru sent away because he was little arrogant. Then every knowledge he gives away. Then those birds take those Shishyas becoming Titri birds, take everything. That's how the Taittiriya Shakha came. That all the Krishna Yurveda, then Yajnavalkya by Surya Upasana, he gets the Shukla Yajurveda complete. But before that, Surya Bhagwan tells Yajnavalkya ji to worship Mother Saraswati for gaining, retaining, using the knowledge and spreading it. And that time, what great stotra Vaashishtha ji does for Mother Saraswati is that which we have chanted just now. May today, Vasanta Panchami day, Saraswati Mata bless us every moment and give us that Tattvajnana, Siddhanta Rupena, and all the Yogyatas to do the sadhana and also the Siddhi in this very life. As we are seeing today, yesterday in our common sense thoughts, the sadhanas we studied yesterday at the Chitta level, today also, may all those sadhanas we be able to do by the blessings of Mother Saraswati. O Mother, remove all inner or outer Rajoguna, Tamoguna obstacles. Give us Sattvaguna, Shuddha Sattvaguna, so that we do Tattva Chintana and obtain Tattvanubhuti in this very life as soon as possible. Then become instruments in your hands to serve you only. So wonderful day, Vasanta Panchami, and we are doing Saraswati Leela Samvada in this Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam. Om Atha Mangalacharana Shlokaha Om Yata Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhante Stitani Cha Yatraivopashamam Yante Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha Jnata Jnanam Tata Gneyam Drashta Darshana Drishyabhuh Karta Hetuh Kriyayasmat Tasmai Jnaptyatmane Namaha Swaranti Sikarayasmat Anandasyambarevanau Sarvesham Jivanam Tasmai ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगणं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीवसिष्ठादिऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीला उपाख्याने सिद्ध दर्शन हेतु कथनम नाम षड्विंशः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. Friends, yesterday we saw Leela and Mother Saraswati in that Sukshma Deha, having travelled to all lokas, also having seen entire Bhuloka, entered into Giri Grama, and from there entered into that Gruha of those Brahmana Dampati who died recently, Sukshma Rupena. And then they saw the entire situation around, which was described in 10-12 slokas. Then Leela, with her Yoga Shakti already gained, wanted to appear in front of them. So both of them appeared. Then all their beautiful divine form is being described there. Yesterday we saw how wonderful it was. Now the Jyeshta Putra of the Brahmana, Jyeshta Sharma, does Swagatam to them, Pushparpana to them, Pranams to them, and also praise your Vanadevatas. You came and Satpurushas only goal is to remove the dukkha of others. Then please bless us. That's what he says. Then both of them ask them for the karana of the dukkha. Why? They're all measurable. From there we have to study. तो कहाँ तक आए हम? 19 तक हुआ, मतलब 20-21 भी हुआ, 20 से हम पढ़ेंगे. From 20th mantra, wherein Jyeshta Sharma is doing the Namaskara Swagata to both of them who are looking like the most divine Vana Devatas. Now, what is the lesson you and I have to learn from this is we also can, through various intense Nishtayukta Upasanas, invoke all these Devatas and be blessed for our life's evolution. That facility, Manushya, Pashu Pakshi Vanaspatis do not have that much. You and I have. But then, in human beings, also out of 800 crores, how many people know this possibility? How many of them believe it? How many of them are doing intensely, deeply? Unfortunate, no, all of them. You and I also, should we continue to be unfortunate or invoke fortune by believing, having faith in these processes of invoking Daiva Krupa through various upasanas? Think about it. Upasana, and by that Daiva Krupa invocation is million times greater than without Upasana, with our limited abilities, putting efforts to remove the dukkha and get the sukha by getting all the artha kama. It's a very, very, very low powerful. Whereas when we do Upasana, every of the dukkha is removed, every of the sukha is gained through Upasana up to Brahma Loka, Brahma Deva Sthiti we can achieve. That's the highest as regards in the Dvaita Jagat concerned the achievable things. And through the same Upasana again, by the Rupasya Devata coming as Guru, by taught by that Devata, the Brahma Vidya, we can even reach to Brahma Prati also. That much is the power of the Upasana and all. How intensely, deeply we have to do, think about it. Some of us started, but the depth, the intensity, the regularity, sincerity have to be increased. So this is the thing we can learn from all these episodes. Now, Jyeshta Sharma, Daya Uchuhu, Jyeshta Sharma and others said, what did they say? Jayatam Vanadevyaunah Dukkhana Sharthamagate Prayah Para Paritranam Eva Karma Nijam Satam. So Jayatam Vanadevyau. So Jaykar ho to both the Vanadevis. Naha dukkha nashartham agate. You have come to destroy our dukkha. Naha means amsapka. Dukkha, misery. Nashartham, to destroy it. Agate. Agata, agate, dual case. Mala, male, malaha. So you both have come to destroy our dukkha. Prayaha, generally, satam nijam karma. Of the sattva urshas, the only personal karma is paraparitranam eva, to remove the dukkha of others, to protect others. Paritaha tranam means fully protecting from all downfalls, shortcomings, problems, miseries. And this is the one we can see in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna Bhagavan himself saying to Arjuna, Paritranaya sadhunam, I come. Vinashaya cha duskrutam, dharma samsthapanarthaya, yuge yuge samyak bhavami. तो सताम निजम कर्म पर परित्राणम एव. The only project activity of Satpurushas is to protect others, to remove the dukkha of others, to help others, to make others happy and mukta. So you are Satpurushas or Sadhvi Stris you are. So therefore, we are in dukkha, you can remove our dukkha. You have come, Jayatamvo. May there be victory to you. And in your victories, our alienation of dukkha, because your only effort is to remove our dukkha. बड़ी आई कि नहीं? जयताम वनदेव्यौ नः दुःख नाशार्थम आगते प्रायः परपरित्राणमेव कर्म निजम स्वताम निजम कर्म परपरित्राणमेव प्रायः. So this shows one, even in this Bhayankara Kali Yuga, still there are some Satpurushas who are there to remove the dukkha of others without any expectations, with minimum, how do you say, without any expectations. But somehow they won't come into limelight. Only those who do the works commercially, they become famous, etc. I always feel that there should a group start all over the country with thousands of people who search out for the honest, selfless, serving people in each of the field, especially the educational. And they be taken care so that they use all their abilities to serve. There are many are having lots of abilities, talents, so to smartness and intelligence, and using their abilities for commercial purpose of earning money, including Brahmanas. Nowadays, you cannot afford a Brahmana to do any of the yajnas, any of the yagas, any of the Satyanarayana vratas, especially the Jyotishya Brahmana, Narayana, ki so much commercial, thousands you have to pay to them. Just know somebody told, एक घंटा पहले. That's why I'm sharing it. Yet among those so many commercial, one or two definite will be there who have the vidya wonderfully, not for selling. Honest they are, who can guide the humanity on the Jyotishya front. The group of these people should bring them into limelight and see to it that those who cannot afford money, they be taken care. These Brahmanas who charge money, they deserve it for their vidya and all. but they can't be afforded by so many who need it. Like I am having all my dukkha in my life. Definitely some graha dosha, some so if a Brahmana can guide me, I can do the Shanti and dosha parihara. But he says 25,000 do. अरे मैं तो 2 साल का खुराक है मेरे को. Where from I can give that much? Isn't it? Is it? But they need money because they also have a family, they have to grow, they have to sustain. But there are some others also are there. One example of Brahmanas I gave. So there are so many doctors, elderly doctors, who have done, but still they can suggest and prescribe. They have the certificate. Let them be in every field. Doctors, lawyers, the Brahmanas, and other educationists, guides. So many are there. They are ready to do also, but nobody. There's no group of people who, in what do you call, recognize them, identify them, and bring them into the service of humanity. Every field में है. थोड़ा थोड़ा हो रहा होगा, but काफी नहीं है. The other people who do them commercially, we have no complaint against them. They have their own mindsets, they have their own necessities, needs created as compulsions for them. We don't know. We are never here to blame anyone in the Ishvara's Leela. What happens? Everything by His grace only, His notice only. If somebody does wrong, He knows whom to punish when. Therefore, we have no even one word to say. But this we can say that there are people who, for whom removing others' dukkha is the only nija karma if they can be brought into. A forum can be started nowadays. Everything is online. You can ask the people, those who are ready to serve, please register. We will take your services. Wonderful it is for schools and colleges to teach values, to teach dharma. Lakhs and lakhs of people are required. And lakhs people are there. But to bring them together, isn't it? Schools may, all the academics are taught so much. But more than that, every day in today's terrible Kali Yuga, to protect them from the forthcoming more terrible situations, every day they have to be pumped with morals and ethicals and values and spirituality, etc. Every day. मैं कहता हूँ आप 6 घंटे उनको फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री पढ़ाते हो, बाकी सब कम से कम 1 घंटा ये भी पढ़ा रहे हैं, कम से कम. If not, they will never be learning it throughout life. And as they grow elder, एज में 25-30, कहते हैं हमें स्कूल कॉलेज में तो पढ़ा ही नहीं, हमें माँ बाप ने पढ़ा ही नहीं, तो इसकी कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. Therefore, whatever academically we studied, we use it for our professions, businesses. We earn a lot of money, buy a flat in America or here and there. We enjoy, indulge, and die one day. अरे पशु. For me, the pashu only that life. So we need who can teach all this. So many other things also. From this, that's the lesson. Satam nijam karma paraparitranam. So there are many Satpurushas even now. They are there. And I tell you, there are in Indian context, millions of them are there. उनको थोड़ा भोजन दो, रहने की जगह दो, थोड़ा मेडिकल फैसिलिटी दे दो, कपड़ा. That's enough. They are ready to sacrifice 5 to 6 hours per day, which is a big, big human resource in doing these things. Thousands of retired people are there. Hundreds and thousands of sadhu sant महात्मा are there. She request them 2 घंटे पर डे 3 घंटे दे नहीं सकते क्या वो लोग? And what they want? एक वक्त भोजन दो, 2 वक्त बस जीने के लिए. Some group should start on this front. Maybe there, I don't know. I don't see all those news and everything. Na? हो सकता है होगा. So this thought we are sending into the sky. Let somebody catch it. Let a big group form, especially the NRIs, those who can afford good money, they can by this work उनका धन आदि का सदुपयोग होकर lots of punya they earn. Nowadays, not much difference between Indians and NRIs. Indians also earning lot of money. Otherwise, how can you see those skyscrapers, villas, gated communities, and 50 lakh, 1 crore cars everywhere on the road? Every fourth car is now minimum 25 lakh. So yeah, मैं कहता हूँ धन को इस तरह धर्म के लिए उपयोग करो तो पुण्य मिलता है बाबा. Somehow, this is a good idea. I believe. Let it come into effect. How it happens? Let ईश्वर know it. मेरे को क्या पता. मैं अपना चिल्ला ही रहा हूँ. देखो गला बैठ गया अभी. Today whole day there was no net and no mic. Shouting all classes gone. And 10 classes I want to do. Even 6 I am not able to. And day by day, becoming weak only. Many others are there who are ready to help. And do this work. Invoke them. Take the help of them. That's what the idea. Some forum should start. Conclude it. Come to the topic. Iti tadvachanante te devya chaturadarat. Iti tadvachanante. After their words, the gesture, etc. Te devyaha uchatu adarat. Both of the Devitas, out of their love, respect for those praja, they spoke. What did they say? Akhyata dukkham yena ayam lakshate dukkito janaha. Akyata dukkham yena dukkhena ayam janaha dukkitaha lakshate. What is the difficulty you have come because of which I am seeing you all are in a state of dukkha and misery? What problem you got that you are miserable? They asked. Now, Jesha Sharmadayasте te devyau pati yatha kramau devyau prati yatha kramam nijam tad dukkhama chakyur dampati vyasanatmakam. So, Jesha Sharmadayaha, Jesha Sharma, etc. Te devyau prati, to those both devis, yatha kramam, sequentially, nijam tad dukkhama chakyuhu, the hetu for their dukkha, they described. What is it? Dampati vyasanatmakam, the disappearance, death of the Brahmana Dampati. That's the cause of their dukkha. The whole thing they started narrating. In that narration also, with lot of examples, similes, like their situation, which was already said in the first 10, 12 mantras. Let us see. Jeshta Sharma Daya Uchuhu. So Jeshta Sharma, etc. Said to mothers, telling their dukkha. Devyava bhavatam snigdha viha brahmana dampati sarvatithi kulakarau stambhabhutau dvijasthitehe तावद्यगृहमुत्सृज्य सपुत्रपशुबान्धवं स्वर्गं गतौ नः पितरौ तेन शून्यं जगत्त्रयम्. देखो, our ultimate goal is Brahma Jnanam, no doubt. Single pointedly, if we involve in it, nothing like that. But to come to that level of maturity, so many adjustments in our understandings, attitudes, intentions, purities, we need to have. All of them are given to us through these subjects and these topics. So these all subjects, topics, even though these are the Brahma Vidya Shastras, are not kept to waste time. They qualify us, they nurture us, they soften us, they give us strength, they give us beautiful emotions required. So now this Jeshta Sharma says, Devyav Avavatam. Devyav Avavatam. Devyav is addressed to them. Abhavatam were there. Snigdhau with lot of sneha and love. Brahmana Dampati. There were a Brahmana Dampati with so much of love here. And how they were? Two words are given to explain their greatness. Sarvatithi. Sarvatithi means to all the Atithis, they do the Atithi Seva and Maryada. Whoever they are. सो ब्राह्मणों का ये धर्म है अतिथि देवो भव सर्वातिथि. So to Kulakarau. Kulakara means to this Brahmana Vamsha and Kula, they are like the staff, like that post, lamp post की तरह Kulakarau. को कुल को शोभायमान महान करने वाले, कुल के प्रतिष्ठा को, मर्यादा को, वैल्यू को, पताका को ऊंचा रखने वाले. सो सर्वातिथि These are all the adjectives of the Brahmana Dampati who died, because of which all of them are miserable. That is being told by Jesha Sharma, the eldest son of the Brahmanas, upon asked by Mother Saraswati and Leela. So Devyau Abhavatam Snigdhau Iha Brahmana Dampati Atyanta Snehayukta Brahmana Dampati Urete The Sarvatithi. They were the ones taking care of all the Tithis, Kula Karau. They were bringing that glory to the Brahmana Kula by following all the rules, regulations, traditions, etc. Therefore, Stambha Bhutau Dvijastitehe. They are like the stambha, the strongest pillar support for the entire Dvijasthiti, the Brahmana Kula. The stambha means the pillars, like for the house to stand of how many stories, even the one floor, the pillars are required. So that's why this word stambha is used. They are like stambha for their kula. So stambha bhutau dvijasthitehe. So they were the pillars standing so firmly to support all the other Brahmana Kula. They used to take advices, guidance, and example of these Brahmanas. They were their Pati Patni. What happened to them? Tavadyaha, those two of them, wife, husband, Brahmana Pati Patni, in brackets, his own parents, Gruhamotsrujya, having left this house, Saputra Pashu Bandhavam, that Graha, which is full of Putra Pashu Bandhava, सबको छोड़कर स्वर्गम गताऊ, they went to Swargam, Naha Pitarau, they are my own parents. So Brahmanas, these qualities, leaving the entire family, and the Pashu Putra Graha, they went to Swarga, and they are my parents only. Tena Shunyam Jagatrayam. Because of their departure, for all of us, the three worlds are appearing to be Shunya only. मतलब कितना नोबल, कितना सर्विंग, कितना ग्रेट थे वो दोनों ब्राह्मण दंपति. Should we not learn? Should we not think this way? Always seeing the Hindi, other language movies, only hero also acting like villain. क्या ऐसे ही हमारा mana buddhi without softness, with all the rajaguna of arrogance, power, domination, troubling others, selfishness, indulgence. These only should be our thoughts and justifications, or should we also can think softly and feel for all these qualities of these brahmanas and feel that we also should have them. सोचो भाई, मेरे को तो ये सेकंड पॉइंट ठीक लगता है. Taking such people as Adarsha, their lifestyle as an Adarsha, we have to be living like that. Lord will love that only. Inner self also feels happy, and that's the way to get out of samsara. That's the way to evolve as a human and spiritually too. There's no doubt at all. अब किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा, स्वीकार नहीं हो रहा, so his mind intellect is so rough and tough. What to do? Misguided, wrongly educated. So they left this world. For us now all the three worlds are shunya, empty. Then Pakshino Gruhamaruhya Vikshipantah Pratikshanam Deham Shunye Mrutam Bhakta Shochanti Madhurai Swaraihi. So he is describing in the next 7-8 slokas. When they died, how the whole situation is. Pakshinaha, the various birds, Gruhamaruhya, on the top of the house. Pratikshanam Vikshipantaha. So much becoming restless with their wings. Shunya Mrutam Deham. Seeing that Mruta Deha of their Swami, that Brahmana and his Patni, Bhaktaha. Those Pakshis are the Bhaktas of this Brahmana Dampati. Shochanti Madhuraihi Swaraihi. So they are with gratitude at the same time, with so much of arti and dukkha, they were making the sound, crying. आप देखो आजकल YouTube में आपको दिखाते हैं ना, the dog every day goes to that samadhi of its owner and sits there for 1 minute. The video YouTube, somewhere, है ना? So here also all the pakshis becoming restless and crying there. So कितना उन पक्षियों को प्रेम करते हुए they might have given the खाना दाना पानी every day. Not only that, in those pakshis there are jivas. So these brahmanas doing daily Veda Parayana, Satsanga, Mantrocharana, वो पक्षी सुन सुन के उनका भी जन्म धन्य हो. Now they are missing them, so they are crying. So about the pakshis it is said. So to Guha Guru Gurarava Prapalapalana Kula Gura Pralapalapana Kulaha Sarit Sula Shrudhara Vihi Pariroditi Parvataha. So Parvataha, the description about Parvata. That Parvata has got the Gufa. That Guha of Parvata is that Parvata's Mukha means mouth. हिंदी वाला नहीं, इंग्लिश वाला माउथ. हिंदी में माउथ मतलब मर गया, इंग्लिश में माउथ मीन्स द माउथ, द मुख. So the parvatas mukha is the guha, and from that guha gura 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 shabda is coming, which is the crying of that parvata, and from there the river is flowing, which is the ashrudhara of that guha. Therefore, why? Because this is गिरी ग्राम वन है ना, गिरी ग्राम का ना, गिरियों के बीच में ये ग्राम है. In that one house, in that this Brahmana Dampati. So all those caves were with their mouth called as the, sorry, all the mountains with the caves as their mouth, making Gura Gura Shabda, which is a cry, and also having the tears of those rivers or rivulets that are flowing through them. So Guhaha, the caves, Guru Gura Rava, Rava means Shabda, Guru Guru Shabda kehte हुए Pralapa Lapana Kulaha. Lapana means crying, Akula means disturbed. Sarit Stula Ashrudharavihi. The Saritas which are flowing through those guhas are the Ashrudharas. So through those Ashrudharavihi, Pariroditi is crying. Who is crying, sir? Parvataha. So even the Parvatas also crying. So this Brahmana Dampati might have done lot of tapasya in those Parvata Guhas. They might have taken bath or might have done lot of what do you call it? The Arghya Adi in that rivers, etc. So they are also they're crying on the demise of this Brahmana Dampati. That Putra is describing their dukkha in this way. पक्षी का बता दिया, पर्वतों का. इन द सेम वे निर्जरा क्रंदकारिण्य मुक्तांबर पयोधरा तप्त निश्वास विध्वासा विध्वस्ता परम कार्शमिता दिशा. द एंटायर all directions also. Nirjara akrandakaarinya. So much of akrandana the directions are doing. Mukta ambara payodharaha. What they are doing? Through their cry, waters are coming as the clouds and the rains. Tapta nishvasa vidhvastaha. So much tapa in there that when they are doing the nishdvasa, it is so hot air that is coming. So then, so tapta nishvasa vidhvastaha param karsham itadishaha. So all the directions and directional devatas also are in their dukkha and tears because of the absence of this Brahmana Dampati. Now this is not a over exaggeration or an impossible thing. Because even in today's world, you can see Bluetooth mode. Narayana. In today's world also you can see any of the great Mahatma leaves the body, that for few days you can see the entire atmosphere in that morning in that very sad condition. Have you ever seen when Puja Gurudev left and all? Some of the cases we have seen because they were also cherishing and being blessed in the presence of such a divine Mahatmas. You know, when Krishna left this Bhumi, how Bhumata cried. We have seen in Bhagavatam, he now I will not have the Padaghattana of Krishna Paramatma, who used to walk on me and give me so much of joy. The rivers Yamuna Adi were also in cry that he is to play in us now. Who will do that? All the Brindavana, Latas, every one of them, trees were in the Dukkha. Please, this world is expression of divinity. Everywhere there is life, everywhere there is jivas. They respond to the beings that are there in that. Yes, if you are doing daily upasana, sadhana, and good thoughts you are sending like loka jana, samasta sukhino bhavantu, sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Seeing this, all small little insects, birds, all of them feel fulfilled. And last 2 3 days, we are reading in our Skanda Purana these stories. So many. The Pitru Devatas always waiting. In our Kula, some will be born who will do this Tirtha Yatra, that Pushkara Snanam, this Upasana, this Dana Karma, ityadi, so that we are fulfilled. Not only Pitru Devatas. Like you saw in Ardhavak Sutra, Modante Pitarau Nutyante Devataha Sanata cha iyam bhu bhavati tirti kurvanti tirthani sukarmi kurvanti karmani shastri kurvanti shastrani. Tirtha kshetras, shastras, then Pitruts devatas and the devatas, Pashu Pakshi also feel fulfilled when they find some noble person trotting on that earth. And if that person is selfless, egoless, total service oriented, punya karmi, loka premi, nothing like that. And if he is the Brahmagnani, अब उसका तो बात ही नहीं. उदमंगलमय संच समाजो जो जग जंगमा तीरथराजु. So even the dishas, the clouds, all of them also are in tears because of this Brahmana Brahmani Mrityu. So that's what is explained in that sloka. Nirjara akranda karinyaha mukta ambara payodharaha tapta nishvasa vidhvastaha param karshamita dishaha. Even the dishas, the directions also are in dukkha. They are sending the clouds as their dukkha. The rain from the clouds is the tears. So गुहा दिशाएं मेघ पक्षियां और सारे लोग all are dukkha. How noble they are. That's why those noble brahmana brahmani in this next life they became raja and rani to rule the entire kingdom. Great, no? राजा रानी और रानी तो such a great upasaka Saraswati Mata herself is blessing her with ब्रह्म विद्या. जिस ब्राह्मणी को लेकर वो लोग रो रहे हैं वो वही खड़ी है. Hope you are catching the other things which I am not mentioning here. That in the world these are the possibilities. With your yoga shakti obtained, you can visit to your parents of your earlier life, children of your earlier life, and then console them. Like serves that Leela is doing. वही तो example है. But all of that is again in the Mithya Jagat only. It has nothing to do with the Brahma Vidya, which is the only giver of moksha. And either me or any of the text we study or any other speakers, when you listen to these type of emotional, sentimental, soft things, you must know the position of them and also the limitation of position of them. That they are not the absolute truth. Yet they soften our hearts. They remove the ego from us. They make us use our resources for the service of others, with which we gain the purity and punya. We gain the qualification for spirituality. That's why these are mentioned. That's it. Other than that, उस sentiment emotion में ज़्यादा नहीं फंसना. दो लोग दुखी हो रहे, रो रहे, गरीब है, खाने को नहीं है उनको, बेचारा कोई जाके उसको भोजन कपड़ा दिया. They all good, but not the best. Best is spirituality only. And this also part of the game, part of the life. Anyway, we should not be a liability to the world. We should not destroy or trouble the world. We should not cheat or loot the world. This is done, half of work is done. In the remaining, with the existing resources, if we can help the world, nothing like that. But the higher than the highest is going beyond all this world to realize reality. Any day that is greatest, that is noblest. There is no second thought. नहीं तो उसमें फिर इमोशन में, कर्म और कर्म फल में हमें फ्लो और ब्लो नहीं होना चाहिए. टुडेस मांडुक्योपनिषद, फोर्थ अलात शांति प्रकरण, द 54th श्लोका. Last 3 days, every day, 1 hour or 20-30 minutes, we are studying that shloka only. एवं एवं न चित्तजा धर्माः चित्तं वापि न धर्मजम् एवं हेतु फल अजातिम प्रविशन्ति मनीषिणः. Now I will not explain that. All that is a very big subject, but the idea is what? The manishi, the highly wise person, goes beyond hetu and phala, karya and karana. He is in the karya karana vilakshana brahma sthiti. ठीक है, सुन लो, कर लो, बट फंस मत जाना. Nowhere we should be caught up. That also, as acharyas, we have to discuss and hint at. We will tell you all the guidance, direction for all nobility in the world. Yet, that's not the goal. Goal is Aham Brahmasmi. Many people say, what is there sitting in one place doing meditation and nothing? That life is waste. Instead of that, go into the world and serve the world and remove the hunger of the भूखे लोग, remove the नाक जो बह रहा है, जो जिनको सर्दी हुई है, and give the bath to the fellow who never want to take bath. These are all for those who never studied Vedanta and its glory. Neither don't argue with them, because you can never win argument. We as a Vedantins, because what subject we know, that is very intuitive. We cannot communicate to the foolish people. Like the glory of Hinduism cannot be communicated to the foolish other religious people. They are fanatic. उनका दिमाग सड़ा हुआ है, they can't understand the glory. So better is not to argue. So to we spiritual people, do not argue with them. Yet we should not be carried away by those very emotional, senti words. Huh, I know what resources I have. I can help. I have done. That's it. Not I am carrying the load of all those in my mind. My mind is for the meditation on the highest reality, which is the rarer than the rarest thing. Hope you are able to catch. Like many people come and tell you what Vedanta, what Satsang, leave all of that. Let us go and help the people. The real help is when we do our Adhyatmic sadhana, when we realize the self, our words will carry such a power. With that word, powerful words, those who are in misery, etc., we can educate them, because education and jnanam is the only source of removal of dukkha, whether it is arthika dukkha, whether it is sharirika dukkha, whether it is manisika dukkha, etc. Immediately the dukkha can be removed by giving gross things. But the cause of all dukkha is adharma and papa and nishkarma only, no? So they have to do dharma and punya and sakarma. Then only they will be developing, growing. That somebody should teach. And the Brahmagyan words are more powerful. If others tell, they will tell you, खाना देना है तो दो, नहीं तो नहीं, हमें वेदांत मत सिखाओ. They are the lazy people like that in the world. If I tell somebody as a solution for every problem Vedanta, do you think they will listen to me? But what I am talking is a fact. Vedanta is a solution for all problems. But are the people ready to listen? They say either you tell us some upasana, some margadarshana for removing all this dukkha, or give whatever the money you have. Don't tell us that solution. By the way, so this Jeshta Sharma is describing the situation there. I'm just telling the presence of those Brahmana Dampati is so powerful that they are the ones who became queen and king there. Next one, Ksatavikshata Sarvangaha Karuna Kranda Karkashaha Upavasarato Gramo Dino Mruti Parastitaha. So he told about the Pakshi Samuha, he told about all the Guhas, etc. He told about the Megharashi. Then now he is telling about the entire Grama Vasins, the people of the town. How are they? Kshata Vikshata Sarvangaha. अपने बॉडी को पीट पीट कर, क्षत मीन्स हिटिंग, विक्षत मीन्स वुंडेड, सर्वांगाहा है ना, अपने आप को लोग ना कभी दुख में अपने आप को ऐसा मार लेते हैं. क्षत विक्षत सर्वांगाहा करुणा आक्रंद कर्कशः, विथ करुणा डूइंग द आक्रंदना क्राइंग, देयर वॉइस हैज बिकम कर्कश, लाइक मेरा वॉइस कर्कश हो गया बोल बोल के, कर्कशः. देन उपवास रतः, they all stopped eating food only. The entire grama, this Giri grama, all the people, dinaha, they have become so dina, mruti paraha stitaha. Almost all of them are now about to die only. As we said yesterday, in grama, people have such a close relativity, help to each other. और उसमें भी एक कोई ऐसे महान बंदा है तो बाकी सब भी इतने सॉफ्ट हार्टेड, सेंसिटिव, टेंडर होने के कारण दे रिकॉग्नाइज एंड एक्नॉलेज दैट पर्सन्स ग्रेटनेस, एंड उनको तो साक्षात भगवान ही मानते. दैट इज द एग्जाम्पल हियर. नॉट लाइक सिटीज दैट अदर्स ग्लोरी इज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड, स्टिल येट नॉट एक्नॉलेज्ड, नॉट एक्सेप्टेड. होता है तो ग्रेट होता होगा, मेरे को क्या. गांव में ऐसा नहीं रहता. They just respect, value the person's glory honestly, sincerely. So all of them almost पीट पीट के मरने की दशा आ गई. नेक्स्ट, दिवसं प्रति वृक्षाणाम अवश्यायाश्रुबिंदवः गुच्छ लोचन कोशेभ्यः तापोष्णानि पतन्त्यदः. So the even trees also are crying. Throughout the day they are crying, throughout the night they are crying. That cry is giving so much of heat. Subah dekha to the because of the heat and the cry on those all trees and plants, the tears are seen, which are the droplets of the snow or the water droplets. So subah subah hote na, so that early morning water droplets seen are the tears of the trees. So this Brahmana Dampati must be watering the trees, doing namaskara to them as the Devata Rupa. So they also are missing them so much. Then Prashanta Jana Sanchara Rathyakshara Vidhusara Vidava Vigatananda Samshunya Hridaya Sthita. So Prashanta Jana Sanchara. So there is no Jana Sanchara. Rathyakshara Vidhusara. Entire streets are, there is no watering them, cleaning them. Therefore, nobody is minding them. Absolutely, the dust everywhere. Vidhava Vigata Ananda Samshunya Hrudaya Stita. So all the roads and streets are like the widow in their emptiness, having that dukkha shown and seen, that nobody is walking in those streets, nobody is cleaning them, everywhere dirt and dust only. होता है कि नहीं? You are able to catch it? All the streets are without janasanchar. There's no life in them to move and do their businesses, visit their friends, go to them, what do you call, the entertaining places, the clubs or the playgrounds. है कि नहीं? जैसा कभी भूकंप हुआ or any of the calamity happens, then people won't feel like going for their entertainments, enjoyments, movements. सब स्तब्ध हो जाते. So all the streets are silent there. No Janasanchara in them. Next one, Kokilali Pralapinyo Vrushti Bashpahata Lataha Ushnoshna Shwasana Deham Gnanti Vallava Panibihi. Uh, hmm. So all the trees or the entire streets and village, whatever that is there, Kokila, the Koyal, Ali, the Brahmara, Pralapinyaha, with their cries. Vrushti Bashpa Hatalataha, with the tears, all the Latahataha, the creepers plants are also almost in the Dukkha. Ushna, Shwasana Deham, Granthi Vallava Panibihi. Because of Uchvasa Nishvasa, so much hot that all the plants have lost their tender leaves as well as the birds, etc. सो पेड़ों के कलियां और टेंडर लीव वो भी गिर गए हैं और ऑल दी लताएं वो भी सूख गए हैं देन दी कोकिला लाइक बर्ड्स एंड ऑल अदर भ्रमर दे आर ऑल्सो प्रलापिन्य दे आर ऑल्सो क्राइंग अब देखो सो मच ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन देन आत्मानं शतधा कर्तुम बृहत्स्रभ्रशिदातले निर्झराः प्रपतन्त्येते तापतप्त शरीरकाः सी देखो the waterfalls that also described that water is falling from the higher altitudes onto the stones like committing suicide breaking themselves into hundreds of pieces atmanam shatadha kartum अपने आप को टुकड़े टुकड़े करने के लिए बृहत शुभ्र शिला तले ऑन ए बिग बिग स्टोन्स निर्झराः प्रपतन्ति द वाटर्स आर फॉलिंग एते ताप तप्त शरीरिकाः दे आर ऑल इन सो मच ऑफ ताप दुःख बिकॉज ऑफ द मृत्यु ऑफ दिस ब्राह्मण दंपति so like that some more description comes then they ask these two ladies to bless just by touch and looks they are blessed that's all happy ending it will be anyway but when we are reading all this description it shows that what we are doing good or bad is remembered by the world around us whether it is the prakriti of trees and rivers and guhas etc or the jivas of the brahmaras the koyals the other pakshis the other human beings etc so the world is very dynamically observing us so it's an example for us as to what a noble life we can live if we try that we touch the hearts of all beings. Can there be any better education learning than this to live a noble life of serving others? Batao. After the Vedanta Jnana. So this is what is indirectly taught to us. So Leela is now feeling it. She and her husband as Brahmana Brahmani, whatever they have done, now that is remembered by everyone. When the son is describing, Leela must be feeling it. Oh, we never expected that this much will be the reciprocation or response, but our hearts were tender and kind enough to do noble activities. Without too much of expectation, we have done it. But what I've seen it is really it is a noble work. इस तरह से एक थोड़ा और डिस्क्रिप्शन है टुमारो विल सी दैट थैंक यू ओम पूर्णमदः बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय धन्यवाद आज इतना काफी है सी यू कम फॉर अवर वाक्य वृत्ति